Hey everyone, welcome to Artech. What I have here today is my 2018 BMW R1200RT. What I've got today is going to install two different camera mounts onto this bike. One mount will go right here on your windscreen, and another mount will go right here just below your headlights. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and install these and check them out. So here are the two mounts that I have for you today. This one's going to be up here for the front. This is going to be the mount that goes below. It is a little bit small, but it does come with a couple of spacers to fill in the gap. So let's go ahead and get our tools, and then we'll get started on dismantling these or removing these screws so that we can install the new parts. So what you're going to need to remove from here is going to be a T25, and that's going to work on both of these and the two down here. So let's go ahead and get started with the one on the bottom first. Let's get started by removing these. When you screw these in, probably going to want to use some thread locker just to ensure that the screws don't back itself out and then you end up losing your camera, drive over your camera or something. So don't forget the thread locker. Okay, for this one, took the Torx to remove it, but it requires a hex to put it back on, so I'm going to get the correct hex one. Okay, so here's the first one installed. All I need to do is just put the mount on right here, and the one that comes with it is going to be this GoPro mount. You can probably get a tripod mount for this as well, as long as you just got the little screw bottom and a screw for it, which I'll probably switch out since I don't really care for the GoPro mounts personally. And I've got an Insta360, so I'd rather have a tripod mount on here instead. But there it is. I do have a little rubber grommet in between here, which is probably the reason why it kind of slips a little bit, and I could stand to tighten it up just a little bit more. But hopefully that little rubber might absorb some of the vibration. And you saw there was a little piece of rubber that went between the GoPro mount and the metal plate as well, so that should absorb some micro vibrations as well. And that, I mean, it seems to be a solid mount. You can loosen it. You can bring it in closer to your bike if you want, bring it further out, and you can also turn it, you can angle it if you wanted to as well. For now, I'm just going to leave this in here. Okay, so here is the first mount. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get the install on this one here. It looks like this one does come with spacers as well, so apparently it's gonna stick out a little bit, which is good because I was actually worried about it being against the windscreen and damaging it. So let's go ahead and start by removing these screws here, and then we'll get going from there. One thing of note on this one, unlike the bottom one, you could actually change it out with a tripod mount. This one you really can't because you got to bolt it into here, so it's going to rest just like this, so you can't really replace this one, unfortunately. And before I mount this to here, I am going to go ahead and install this real quick. Okay, so basically that's how it's going to look. It does space it away from the windscreen decently far, so I'm happy about that. I'm beginning to think that the screws actually are not long enough to mount into place. You know, it seems to me these screws are not long enough to fit. Okay, so got my hands on some M5 bolts. So it does look like these bolts are M5 by 30s. And so I've got here some M5 by 35s. We're going to see if this one will fit it or not. If not, I've got some M5 by 40s as well. But we'll give this one a try first. Oh yeah, it looks like there's going to be plenty of slack on this one to screw it in. So 35 should be fine. I shouldn't need to go up to 40s. Okay, so there it is mounted onto the front end. One mounted right underneath the headlight. Does stick out a decent amount, but you can control how far it comes out. All right, so this was the install of two separate camera mounts, one for the windscreen, one right below the headlights, onto a 2018 BMW R1200RT. I would have liked to have taken this out immediately and done some test shots, but unfortunately my battery is currently dead. I have a replacement battery on order. I'm waiting for it to be delivered. Once that gets delivered, I will be able to do some test shots with this. If it happens before I post this video, I'll go ahead and throw some test shots in with it. If not, then I'll just probably have to post it on a separate video if I get requests for it. All right, but in the meantime, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and y'all stay safe out there.